guys, how y'all doing this weekend? I think I put in the post that we was doing episode 9, but we're actually on episode 8 on the margins of life and death. Um, Oofy says hi. And let's see, let's get started. It does not look like we're having a battle, so it's all dialogue today. In the midst of such prolonged suffering, happiness feels as far away as the sun in the sky. Life and Death and Sao Paulo. The Friend from Afar.
In the narrow streets, violence is so often more than just a means to ending conflicts. It is a tool, and one all too readily used. I must note, however, with some relief that segregation so commonly observed in other regions is absent here. The Arcanists of Sao Paulo live alongside humans, with the latter often displaying traits more common to their Arcanist neighbors. Passionate, if a bit touchy. Life here is incomparable to the comfort, security, and freedom of New England. Hardship, violence, and oppression are the fundamentals of life. As constant as the sun, and as heavy as the rain. This country is renowned for its coffee and sugar. It is a land of beauty and bounty. Treasures too often extorted, whether by the princes of Europe and their donatarios, or now by the bankers and corporations. Despite all the centuries of treasures extracted from the land, desperation remains everywhere you look. It is a place where insurmountable wealth and the deepest deprivations are neighbors. Sometimes they lie only a street across from one another. The multinationals have cut open the country's throat, and now they drink it dry, leaving the people struggling with poverty and chaos. It is a bleak existence. Dear readers, I share this with you so the story of these people might be heard.
The doctor sits by the riverside, a small group of children gathered around her. They watch in awe as her typewriter hammers the letters onto the page. In the last episode, Santos was talking about kidnapping the doctor. This might be where it
Shippy,
happens.
do you know, has life always been like this here?
If you ask me, Doc, San Paulo in 1990 isn't much different from Nassau's 1681.
That's an arm. I had pirate ship in a bottle with an anchor. That's pretty cool. I like that.
It's a shame. Between the sunshine and warm sands, there is a good life to be lived here, if only they were free enough to live it.
The summer is long, just like the suffering of these people.
I used to dream of traveling to all sorts of fascinating places. A foggy city by the Thames, and a little town blanketed in snow and sunflowers. I met so many different people, though I find I can no longer recall their voices. I have only their words left, only my records of them.
Have you heard of a weed down at the bottom of Lake Ilapango? The people there turn it into a polenta with cornmeal. Supposedly, if you have it, you'd recall every last thing that's ever happened to you. Every bit of it.
Whoa! What's the weed called?
The children turn to the ship in the bottle, their eyes filled with curiosity.
They call it La Hierba del Tonto, Spanish for the fool's weed. You see, lad, only a fool would want to remember everything. Sometimes a little forgetfulness is a blessing in disguise.
I beg to differ, Shippy. To forget the past, its lessons in pain and joy alike, that isn't a blessing. It's oblivion. But let's not argue over some mythical weed. For all the claims, no one has ever seen it. Just another myth, like the succubus or the minotaur.
Aye, aye, let's talk about succubi instead. That's sure to get the lads pricking up their ears.
At the mention of this, the little ship goes off again.
Back in 88, I mean 1688 of course, our chief mate Mr. Morgan had an encounter with a succubus after he found her seal while carousing in Portobello. If the rumors tell true, once he got a hold of it, she grabbed a hold on him too. I couldn't say what transpired, but we never saw hide nor hair of him again.
No one can debunk her stories, but no one really believes them either. The children's curiosity fades and their eyes start to wonder. One of them spots two big fish floating in the water.
Look over there! Something's in the water!
Two figures float among the trash in the river, spluttering and choking. It's got to be Lepera and Sotheby. One is clinging onto the other as they struggle to swim to shore.
What the devil is all that commotion?
Oh, it's Vert.
Hey, wake up! Hey, stay with me! Can you hear me? Hello?
Kimberly pats her fallen companion's face. No response.
She's still breathing. Why won't she wake up?
Look at her hand. It's green and claws. Oh my goodness. Is she a skinwalker?
Whew. What happened to the lass?
The little ship makes its way over, followed closely by the children and the doctor. Seeing the group of strangers approaching, Kimberly tenses up.
Miss, are you all right? Is there anything we can do?
Yes, I'm fine. The ship went down.
Blow me down. These waters are getting rougher by the day.
The little ship sways back and forth in its bottles, showing off its excellent condition.
And we drifted down the river until we reached the shore here.
A long way to go, only to end up in the Fafila.
I know she's traveling with her friends, but I don't know where they could be now. Everything happened so fast.
Shippy, what's going on? Are there people that need care? What's their condition?
Just one, alas. She's still breathing, but she looks like she's been keelholed for a bit too long.
Miss, please lay her down on her side.
Kimberly does as she is told.
What are you going to do to her?
The doctor kneels down, skillfully clearing the girl's mouth of any residue before starting chest compressions.
Save her, if I can.
One push, another. It's a professional instinct, the duty of a doctor. An unexplainable impulse drives her to revive the drowning girl. The girl coughs up some water. The doctor continues.
Good, good. She'll make it. Please, make sure her airway's clear.
She coughs out more water, but she still lies there, unable to move.
Are you sure about that, Doc? The lass looks paler than a ghost. I think she's burning up.
The doctor touches her forehead. It's burning hot.
You're right. We'll need to take her back with us. I'll fix some medicine for her. Would you give me a hand, miss? Help her up on my back.
Kimberly Obedient helps the blind doctor lift the feverish girl onto her back.
Oh, she's almost as light as a child.
The children run ahead, pulling aside the hanging clothes for them to pass.
I need to run some tests and see if it's just an ordinary fever, or if she has contracted something from the water. Don't worry. You're safe with us.
The doctor speaks to herself, or perhaps in reassurance to the unconscious girl.
Where are we going? Wait up!
Home.
Kimberly catches up to the doctor, only now realizing how far they've walked. She steps into the doctor's home. Path of the path. We have the doctor's path. Let's look at that. Memories from her past rush through her mind, but she hasn't been able to process them yet. Tap to collect the fragment. She used to comfort those childlike elders with a siren song that made them forget their pain and aged bodies. Huh. Alright, we have the doctor. Let's see. A doctor's medical kit containing her compassion and regrets from her past journeys. Okay, that's all we've got on that one. And we have an interview guidelines. A conversation filled with one-sided questions doesn't necessarily have to feel like an interrogation. Check records. Encrypted record. Miss Barber, thank you for agreeing to this conversation. Please relax. This is the Foundation's way of reciprocating UTTU's interview. We can proceed at your leisure. Yes, it's rare to be the one asking the questions and hosting the editor of UTTU. Let's make the most of this opportunity regarding your method of avoiding the storm. I'm sorry, but as you probably know, you cannot hear the wind, so you can't hear the secrets of the storm. There's nothing I can do about that. UTTU shows no interest in cooperating on the storm's issue. I'll note it down like this for the record. That doesn't sound like an amicable record, but maybe that's how it's perceived by you. Let's move to the next question. From what we understand, UTTU has a unique communication method. Can it help you locate each other? Does it work for ordinary contributors? Only UTTU members can hear the wind, but I can ask about the source location of the contributors package for you. Miss Barber? Sorry, the wind just told me something unrelated. I need to head to Texas now. Oh, that's before they went to Texas, okay. But our conversation isn't over. I apologize, but I must go to Highway 77 immediately. Please allow me to end the call. The other party then hung up. Matilda has been appointed as a special investigator to continue our interview on Highway 77. The task has been transferred to the timekeeper. The timekeeper has returned with information indicating that Ern might be at the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence in Brazil. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay, that concludes today's episode on the margins of life and death, and then I'm going to try to do a live stream to finish up this chapter. So as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.